This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All in my soul, I'm gonna let it shine. All in my home, I'm gonna let it shine. All in my home, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Good morning. Welcome to Unity of Bloomington. Whether you are sitting here with us, online, watching later in the week, you are welcome here. Your soul is welcome here. My name is Leanne Kelly, and I am privileged to be your service leader this morning. If you are new today and are sitting here with us, there is a blue form in the pocket in front of you. Feel free to fill that out. We love first impressions. We love to know how we are doing. Feel free to put that in the collection basket, whatever it's called, as it comes by later today. There are also prayer forms. If you need prayer, or you need prayer, feel someone else needs prayer, or just something is on your heart, please put that on there. You can put that prayer request form as well in the blue bag as it comes along. If you are interested in what is happening here at Unity, I invite you to check out our newsletter. Newsletter comes out every Friday, or our monthly calendar. There should be some extra copies back in the front foyer when you come in on the table, as well as Facebook, Instagram, you name it, we probably have it. So, love for you to search around and see what we're doing here at Unity. A couple of reminders for this morning. Joni Spain, she's in the back. If you don't know her, she's waving. And also, she has a beautiful stole on. She is our prayer chaplain today, and she will be immediately after the service back in our library area. She is there for prayer. So if you'd like to pray with, or have Joni pray with you, we'd welcome that. Says Rev. You're the Rev. Rev M is coming up right now. Good morning.
I'm just gonna, thank you, Leanne. Thank you, Leanne. So I'm gonna begin by letting you all know that on July 1st, all Pride merch will go on sale. So that next year, when that newsletter says, please rock your rainbows in Pride, y'all will have some clothes to do it in next year. Right? That this is a powerful day, just like Phyllis said. This is Pride Month, and we have BHM and WHM, but every day is a day to stand up for inclusion. All right, fussing is over. Let's take a breath in and out. I want to invite all of you, if you haven't read our newsletter, I put an article in there asking you if you have been attending and hanging out and getting our snacks and getting your hugs and your love, if you would consider becoming an official member. And I said that membership has its privileges. One is that at our annual meeting, you have the capacity as a member to vote and have your input on the direction of this center. Our outreach, what we do here, like adult classes and things for our kids, how we interface with the community. As a member, your voice gets to be lifted up during that meeting. The other reason as a member is that you have the privilege then to serve on our committees and to have an impact energetically. And what I mean by that is, when I go to a Pacers game, I rock blue and gold. I'm wearing the team's colors. I've got jerseys. I got Pascal Siakam's name. I got Andrew Nimhard's name, right? We rock those colors. Why? Because it lets everyone know I'm with this team. This is who I'm about. Now, not like New York Knicks fans that try to kill people that's not wearing, right? Don't go to that extreme. But there's something about that says, I'm with this team. This is my team. This is my community. And I made an official stand, right? I bring my energy, me and Lily and Raven have gone, and we're yelling and booing the other team and shaking our little clackers. We bring our energy. We bring our presence. We join a community of strangers and have fun. And that's what we did here. As strangers, we all came together and have built a community, and we bring our energy. And so I'm asking you to take that step. Rock the team colors and fill out the application. It's online, it's a piece of paper in the back. And commit to not what I'm asking you to do, but to the presence of this place in this town, to the presence of what this community is about. And I invite you. Someone said to me today, you're kind of silly. Well, if you want to be on a team with silly folks, here you go. But look at the hearts of the people around you. I'm inviting you to take that step. Do like you did with Amazon Prime. Become a member. And then let's together, arm in arm, move forward.
Thank you, Manasa. I was thinking about, the weather. Wow, the beautiful fog we had the last couple mornings. Isn't it gorgeous? You see the birds, and then Manasa was trying to get everybody riled up and about pride, and we sing our songs. And I was thinking yesterday, I was out at the pool, and the flies are so lethargic. I don't know if it's the weather or what it is, but we have an opportunity to have that light shine all the time. We can let go of that lethargy and bring beautiful, wonderful things everywhere we go. Isn't that awesome? I think that's awesome. Today, or this month, we are, let me find where I'm at here. Our theme for June, Radiant Pride, living out loud in full color. If you will, please, I would invite you to say our mission, vision, and mission statement together. We are a heart-centered, seeking spiritual awakening and transformation by deepening our connections with God, self, and others. I would invite you to stand, if comfortable, and sing, "We Are a Gentle, Angry People."
We are a gentle, angry people, and we are singing, singing for our lives. We are a gentle, angry people, and we are singing, singing for our lives. We are gay and straight together, and we are singing, singing for our lives. We are gay and straight together, and we are singing, singing for our lives. We are the land of many colors, and we are singing, singing for our lives. We are the land of many colors, and we are singing, singing for our lives. We are all in this together, and we are singing, singing for our lives. We are all in this together, and we are singing, singing for our lives. As we are singing, singing for our lives.
Okay, class is in session. All of our youngins can go downstairs. Mary Madore and Jevnay Drake, what a treat to have these two pros down there today. They got the plan. And so they are ready and excited. Here they go, here they go. All right, Jevnay, you'll help with that babe in arms down the stairs. So y'all see that Mayan's holding a girl's hand up here? How exciting! How exciting. All right, so let us, if you're not standing already, let us stand for our namaste moment. Love is love, right? That's what we're celebrating. That's love is love. Right? Black life matters, all life matters. Women lives matter, all life matters. Gay lives matter, all life matters. And in the end, it's just about love. Can you love someone for who they are? I said on the podcast, I don't know what y'all do in your house, right? I think, but in my house, am I still loving? All right, so I love someone whose clothes I can wear after she passed away. I lucked out on that. All right, love is love. Same gender loving, different gender loving. You love your cat, you love your dog, you love some pizza. I'm just saying, love is love. So I know you're like, what is going on? Y'all call Lily, say, did y'all check your mom's meds today? But love is love, and I find that answer is so simple. Why are we at war? Because we forgot about love. Why do I get mad at people what they're posting on Facebook? And I'm like, I love you. Love is love. And so today, as we greet one another with our hands at our heart, remember, it is love that brought us here. It is love that keeps us here. And it is love that will take this sacred gathering of people and turn us continuously into a transforming presence. So I see the love. That is you. I honor it. Namaste. And you're free to move about the cabin. Inviting each of us to take a breath in and then out. And when you come to this sacred space, I'm asking you to pray for mamas today. Lily called me last night. Granny almost got scammed. So this is TBN. I'll just leave it at that. You know, Trinity Broadcasting Network, don't judge. But they have this tea that's supposed to be helping your biome. And you know, in California, we love our supplements. Tea, special leaves from Israel, put together by a leaf master. I mean, I was just like, all right, so Lily has a very hard time saying no to my mother, so my mother wanted her to buy it. But she said, well, Granny, I don't recognize some of these leaves, and maybe they'll have a negative interaction with your medication. Well, my mom was done. But again, her heart to want to support that organization, to want to do something for herself, getting ready to drop $139 for some special tea. Lovey, one of my best favorite people on this planet, mother has fallen 3 times this last week. My mom's best friends, her daughters are dealing with this. My mom called to talk to her. She didn't know who my mom was. So my mom was able to explain to her, but now Alfreda and her sister are in a new spot. So let's pray for moms and daughters and sons who are trying their best to raise them and corral them. I know Lily would say, well, put your name on that list too. And she's trying to corral me, and I'm not a good listener. But the world is changing. I never thought I'd be trying to take care of my mother. She's always independent, always with it. And so let's pray. Let's pray for our kids. I went to the Y on Friday. Oh my God, they were having summer camp. I almost turned around and left. But let's pray for kids having fun this summer. Let's pray for safe spaces for our children. And let's pray for this country. It's making it to 250. I had my doubts, but here we are. And for all the things that we can squibble and squabble about, this country is still a beacon of light. And so let us continue to empower that light with love, understanding, patience, and grace. It is with the knowing that we are all one, that all these little divisions we made up don't mean anything, that we are one. And in this spirit of oneness, we say yes to this celebration of today. Say yes to the celebration of being alive today. Say yes to this community, and yes to shining our big light. We say yes to being curious and courageous and allowing all that is within us that wants to live, move, and have its being as oneness. We make room for it. We bless this sacred space with continued love and community, continued joy, continued health, continued wealth. Everyone that put their hand to this service, we say thank you. And for everyone who has attended in person or online, thank you. As our speaker comes today to bring a word of encouragement, we say thank you. We open our hearts, our ears, and our minds, and we let it be. And so it is.
How could anyone You are anything less than beautiful. How could anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? Could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you are connected to my soul.
Our inspirational reading today is from Harvey Milk's Hope speech. I can't forget the looks on faces of people who've lost hope. Be they gay, be they seniors, be they blacks looking for an almost impossible job, be they Latins trying to explain their problems and aspirations in a tongue that's foreign to them. I personally will never forget that people are more important than buildings. I use the word I because I'm proud. I stand here tonight in front of my gay sisters, brothers, and friends because I'm proud of you. I think it's time that we have many legislators who are gay and proud of the fact and do not have to remain in the closet. And the young gay people in the Altoona, Pennsylvanias, and the Richmond, Minnesotas, who are coming out and hear Anita Bryant on television and her story. The only thing they have to look forward to is hope. And you have to give them hope. Hope for a better world. Hope for a better tomorrow. Hope for a better place to come to if the pressures at home are too great. Hope that all will be all right. Without hope, not only gays, but the blacks, the seniors, the handicapped, the us's will give up.
So it's my privilege and honor to introduce our speaker today, Melanie Davis. There's so many things that I could say about her, but one of the things that has become so apparent to me is this is a woman of a big heart, a woman of compassion, a woman who wants to serve, who wants to make a difference, someone who chose not to be safe. Well, actually, the unsafeness chose her, and she wore it well. She's resilient, powerful, mighty. She has had a dream of bringing an LGBTQ plus center here to Bloomington. And today at noon, she will pick up the keys to that location. She is the founder and is executive director. Is that a title I made up for you? You are the executive director. There we go. She is the founder and executive director of The Front Door. They were crazy enough to ask me to join the board this year. But the power in that. Can I come in the front door? Right, we got a bar here called the back door, and of course that could have a double meaning, but I digress, right? But again, Lena Horne used to play in Las Vegas. Lena Horne, in her heyday, could not walk in the front of the casinos. So when asked if she could have a pay raise or what did she want for them to keep her, she said, I want to walk in the front door. And she walked in the front door of that casino. When I lived in Memphis, they had a place there called Out Memphis. And they had to open up more centers faster than they were prepared because those good Christian parents were kicking their children out, and every time they came to the center, someone was sleeping on the front door, because that's where they came to. And so now, we have the privilege of creating a safe space, an open space, a healing space with the front door. And this woman, who you'll see all lovey and soft, is a warrior, and she has fought and stood her ground, and things that would have broke most people, she is still standing. And so it is my honor that after this beautiful song by our choir, the next powerful voice you hear will be that of Melanie Davis, the founder and executive director, CEO, I'll just keep adding initials, of The Front Door.
Everybody here's got a place at the table. Everybody everywhere, come on in. Everybody here's got a place at the table. Everybody everywhere, come on in. Come on in. Come on in.
Sit on down.
Sit on down.
Glad you're here.
Glad you're here.
Stick around.
Stick around. Everybody here's got a place at the table. Everybody everywhere, come on in. Everybody here's got a place at the table. Everybody everywhere, come on in.
I'll send them.
I'll send them.
You and me.
You and me.
Everyone.
Everyone.
A to Z.
A to Z. Everybody here's got a place at the table. Everybody everywhere, come on in. Everybody here's got a place at the table. Everybody everywhere, come on in. Black or white, gay or straight, you are loved. We can't wait.
Everybody, everybody,
Everybody, oh, everybody here's got a place at the table. Everybody everywhere, come on in. Everybody here's got a place at the table. Everybody everywhere, come on in.
Blood pressure equalize. I'm going to be reading today because, along with CEO, I'm also ADHD. So if I don't, I'll lose my spot. First of all, thank you for having me here and allowing me to speak. This is quite a privilege, and might be a little nervous. I've spoken in front of, state legislators and all kinds of people. I just want to do your words proud. This presentation is about pride, protest, and protection as manifestations of love. And, we're concluding this Pride Month, but pride is every day. Pride is within us. Pride is within all of us, hopefully. And if you don't have it, it's there for you. Like quite a few of us, I was raised in a church that taught me about a man who lived in a time of strife in his country. His family even had to leave for a while in order to keep him safe because the ruler of that land believed the child must be eliminated. Later, there were colonizing forces trying to impose their rules and norms upon his people. They didn't share the same worldviews or culture. They spoke a different language. They had different laws. This young man was what we think of as an idealist. These days, he taught about how we were made to not merely tolerate others, and certainly not to reject them, but to love them as ourselves. That was unfortunately novel at this time. For some of us, just being able to love ourselves is a lifelong journey. I wrote that for myself. I think this young man was addressing that as well. Sometimes, due in no small part to traumas and abuses we've endured, loving ourselves isn't something that we're comfortable with. It's easier to love a stranger because we don't see the undesirable things in them that we see and judge within ourselves. And judging is not for us, right? And when we do see them, it's also easier to forgive someone else than to extend the same grace to ourselves. On the flip side, when we observe what we believe are flaws within us that we have locked away in shame and fear, sometimes seeing those things in our neighbors who do not seem to have that same feeling of shame about them can make us upset. How can they be so open about what I had learned from people and sources I trust to be wrong with me? These people are flaunting it. They have no shame. Do we ever stop to consider that maybe we have been given too much shame? Do we question why we are gifted that? Otherwise, it wasn't out of malice, or oftentimes it wasn't out of malice, but because those who made us feel ashamed of being some way or doing something were acting out of concern and love. You know, my parents thought they were doing the right thing, thought they were being loving. It's what people around them told them to do. It's what doctors and others had told them to do. They said, this is the right way. Do this for your child. So they did. And that story reverberates everywhere. It's to keep us safe from public ridicule, punishment, or far worse. They learned what was considered wrong or forbidden, maybe even the hard way themselves, and they didn't want that for us. But far from a helpful lesson, shame is a spiritual rot that consumes us from within. People often pair it with the feelings of guilt, but that is not right. Guilt is from some wrong you've done. Shame is the feeling that you are what is wrong. You are not. Who you are is not wrong. But what is the opposite of shame then? Pride. But wait, are we often admonished not to be prideful? Pride goeth before a fall. After all, that rhymes. I was very proud of that. And that's kind of true because Pride Month is in June and fall isn't until September? Pride, the word, has multiple meanings. It can mean a family of lions, but that's not bad. Unless you're a gazelle or otherwise look like a tasty morsel. Pride, in the sense of this oft-used biblical admonishment, means don't be prideful, too full of yourself, or vain. But there's another kind of pride. And this is the one that we named this month after. This pride is not born of egotism, saying, I believe I am better than you, but it is the satisfaction of self or others for having done a good job. I'm proud of my daughter for having a sharp wit and strong constitution. She has overcome so much in her life from such a young age. We can have pride in our various communities for the qualities they possess and express, such as the reason for Pride Month, against misguided social biases, pressures, and violence. LGBTQ people created families from their expulsion, created culture out of inspiration, and created community out of exclusion. This is pride of living our authentic lives when we were taught from the well-meaning and the hateful to feel shame for ourselves. After so long living and dying in shame, knowing and fighting for the right to exist in society became imperative, and we evolved from hiding to protesting. The lady doth protest too much, methinks. The protests we see in the streets and halls of power and across media are preceded by years of protest within. There's a struggle between what we know is true and what we are told is true. This can be to varying degrees of resistance and come in waves, or it can be instant and persistent. But at some point, we stand against what isn't right. That man from the stories earlier, he famously gave speeches about doing what was right and opposing what was wrong. He stopped men from stoning a woman. He flipped over the tables of capitalists making money in the most sacred temples. He stood on his principles and died for them. His whole life was spent in protest of how bad people can be to each other. The word protest means to step forth and tell the truth, to testify. The truth that man and the LGBTQ community, among others, are proclaiming is that the systems mankind has come up with are not kind or rooted in love, and the systems need to be changed to recognize our common worth and live with one another as we are all equal in value. The love we sow to each other is that of recognizing, and I said sow on purpose because it is a seed to plant in others. Just as an aside, and here's where my ADHD comes in. I lived and worked in downtown Indianapolis for 12 years, and I was walking into work one day, and I thought, I see all these people, and they had just these dour, downcast looks, and they look up at you furtively, and then they look down again. So I just started smiling at people. Just dumb smile. When they'd look up, and then they would smile, and then they would change, and their gaze went from the concrete in front of them out, and they started looking around. That meeting, that showing of connection was just a little spark, but it changed where they were. Also, when they used to come into Borders, and they'd be just, I need Oprah's new book. I would say, no. And that confrontation broke whatever chains were holding them down, and then we could have communion. We could have conversation. It was a little mean. You don't have to do it with everyone. But it did work. It broke through. And those connections, that's a little bit of love. That's a little bit of love you sow out there. Because we could all sit in our little rows and not really communicate with each other, but then we don't see each other. Where was I? Somewhere on this page. Oh, yeah. Living in community, recognizing our commonalities, communicating our truths, committing ourselves to communion. Love is the sacrament. In a paradigm of love, we all work to protect each other instead of shaming. We seek to understand, and in understanding, we must defend one another as we would defend ourselves until there is nothing left to defend against. James Baldwin, he's the closest thing I have to a hero. Once said, and you can see this video online, the world is held together, really it is held together by love and the passion of a very few people. Otherwise, of course, you can despair. Walk down the streets of any city, I did that, any afternoon, and look around you. What you've got to remember is what you're looking at is also you. Everyone you're looking at is also you. We are one, as you have said. I just came up here to repeat everything that was already said here. Because this is true. I'm wearing black. I think I'm the only person in here entirely clad as such. This was my comfort color. But in light, there are all the colors, right? And we can split them out and we get the beautiful rainbow. I was a painter for a while. And when you mix all the colors together, you also get black. And this, to me, also signifies unity. And I love that the church is called that. Not a plug, but all who desire unity, who desire love, who can be respectful, and if you have questions, ask them, are going to be welcome at the front door. It's all ages. It's a place for learning, for communicating, for living together in love. Thank you.
We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy. Spirit divine, come to me, feeling love, healing me. Open my heart, allow me to see beauty and love lives in me. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy.
As we step into our time of meditation, I invite you to take those very words we just sang. We are whole. For all of us, there's some magazine or picture of someone that will tell us you're not right. But today, let the truth of those words, we are whole, and we are holy, and we are one. So as we go into this sacred, silent space, I invite you to sit, to look in the mirror of your beauty, of your wholeness, of your holiness. And in the silence, let that reflection speak the truth of who you are. redwoods, the hummingbirds, the Grand Canyon have nothing on the beauty of who each one of us is. We are the beauty of nature. We are the beauty of love. And as you come back from that stillness, I invite you to touch that beauty one last time and be determined to shine it on everyone that walks by you like throwing confetti, whether they want it or not. You just love oneness and wholeness. And so it is.
We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy.
I guess I'm on. I didn't pick up one of the programs today, so I wasn't quite sure when this is going to pop up, so here we are. So Leanne already read from Harvey Milk, one of his speeches, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about Harvey Milk. He was a visionary civil and human rights leader. As most folks know, he became one of the first openly gay elected officials in the United States. His unprecedented, loud, and unapologetic proclamation of his authenticity as an openly gay candidate and then elected official gave never-before experienced hope to lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender people everywhere at a time when the community was encountering widespread hostility and discrimination. Harvey Bernard Milk was born in 1930 to Lithuanian parents. He grew up in a small middle-class Jewish family who actually founded a Jewish synagogue that was well known for their civil engagement. He knew he was gay by the time he attended Bayshore High School, but he was a popular guy with wide-ranging interests from opera to playing football. He went to college at New York State College for Teachers. It's now called State College of New York, where he studied math and history. And he penned a popular weekly column in the student newspaper where he began questioning issues of diversity. When he graduated from college in 1951, he enlisted in the Navy. In 1955, he was forced to resign at the rank of lieutenant junior grade after being officially questioned about his sexual orientation. So following his time in the Navy, he entered as a civilian, worked as a public school teacher, a stock analyst, and a production associate for Broadway musicals. Then in 1972, he moved to San Francisco, where he opened a camera shop in the Castro district. Now, having lived in the Bay Area, when somebody says the Castro, you just know, oh, that's the gay community district. But I'm not sure that that's known. And anyway, so he moved to Castro, and his camera shop became sort of a heart of the growing gay community. He's described as a very affable guy with a great sense of humor and theatricality. So he was pretty darn popular. He, about a year later, made his first run for public office, and he lost that race, but he emerged as a force to be reckoned with in local politics. 2 years later, he ran again for the combined city-county supervisor seat and narrowly lost again. Did he give up? He had hope. And by now, he was established as the leading political spokesman for the Castro's vibrant gay community. He had a close friend and ally in Mayor George Moscone, who appointed him to the city's Board of Permit Appeals, making him the first openly gay city commissioner in the United States. 1977, 2 years later, he ran for a third time and easily won his third bid and was inaugurated as the supervisor in 1978. His election made national and international headlines. He had a commitment to serving a broad constituency, not just the LGBT community. His ambitious reform agenda included, of course, protecting gay rights, but also he established daycare centers for working mothers, converting military facilities in the city to low-cost housing, reforming the tax code to attract industry to deserted warehouses and factories. He was a powerful advocate for strong, safe neighborhoods. And in addition, he spoke out on state and national issues of interest to LGBT people, women, racial and ethnic minorities, and other marginalized communities. One of the things that he's most known for was a ballot initiative, Proposition 6, would have mandated the firing of gay teachers in the state's public schools. It was named after Senator John Briggs, so it was called the Briggs Initiative. With strong, effective opposition, though, from Milk and others, it was defeated at a time when other political attacks on gay people were being successfully waged around the U.S. In one of his eloquent speeches, he proclaimed, "Gay people, we will not win our rights by staying quietly in our closets. We are coming out to fight the lies, the myths, the distortions. We are coming out to tell the truths about gays, for I am tired of the conspiracy of silence. So I'm going to talk about it, and I want you to talk about it. You must come out." In 1978, he was assassinated. He and his buddy, the mayor, Mayor Moscone, the assassin snuck into City Hall. He was formerly employed there, so he knew how to sneak in through the basement window and bypassed all of the detectors. He first shot the mayor and then sought out and shot Harvey. But as one of the testaments of the powerful influence that Harvey Milk had, that night, the night of his death, thousands spontaneously came together on Castro Street and marched to City Hall in a silent candlelight vigil that's been recognized as one of the most eloquent responses to violence that a community has ever expressed. He was aware that he was the target of a lot of death threats. And in one of his now famous statements, he said, "If a bullet should enter my brain, let that bullet destroy every closet door." His assassin was acquitted of murder charges. And you might remember this. He used the defense that became known as the Twinkie defense. He ate too much junk food that day and could not be held accountable for his crime. He was sentenced to less than 8 years in prison. The Twinkie defense. His enduring message of hope, courage, and authenticity continues to inspire people around the world. One of his most memorable declarations was, "Hope will never be silent. Hope will never be silent. He believed that hope and honesty could change hearts and transform society. So as we hear his words today, may we remember that hope is more than optimism. It's a commitment to keep showing up, to keep speaking out, and to keep building communities where all people are free to love, to thrive, and to shine. Hope will never be silent, and neither should our commitment to justice, inclusion, and love.
Thank you, Susan. I really enjoyed Melanie. I really enjoyed you. I love speakers like Melanie. She has, first of all, her sense of humor, but her dry wit. And when you have a speaker who's like that, you have to really, really listen or you're going to miss a lot of that funny. Sometimes it passes right over my head. I was writing and writing and writing because she was saying so many cool things. And I know that if you were writing, you probably have 5 different things than I had because she had a ton of great things for us. But I want to just reiterate a couple of them. Judging is not for us. What is unity? Well, it's one of a lot of things, but judging is not for us. Here's a great one. She says, what we know is true and not what we are told is true. That is so deep. Almost so deep I couldn't hardly grasp it. Here's another one. A little bit of love. It just takes a little bit of love to sow. And she said, I said that sow on purpose because we have to sow those like seeds. And the last one, y'all been here a long time with me. Y'all know Mosey. You ever seen Mosey so calm? I mean, he's pretty calm, but she has a sense of calmness about her. As we sit up there, I told Penny, I said, I think I got to keep a hold of Mosey. He's going to go home with her. So that's awesome. Whatever is in your heart is pouring out. It's coming around you. We can all sense it as humans, but a special thing is when dogs can sense that. So, namaste. Let me get myself back up here. If the greeters will come forward. As we know, there are many, many ways to contribute to Unity of Bloomington. Just being here is a contribution. Your love shining through is a contribution. But we will pass our bags around. There are so many ways. They're all up on the screen. Text to give, PayPal, mail, we have it all. This is a great time, as we talked about earlier, to put your blue visitor form if you had any great things for us or any not so great things for us. We're open to hear what you have to say, and also your prayer request forms. If you'll join me together, we will do our affirmation. I am abundant, I am prosperous, and I am one with unlimited source that exceeds my every need, desire, and dream. I give to Unity of Bloomington with joy. Our giving is prosperity in action. I invite you to bless our offerings together. Divine love and abundance flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive, and I am grateful. We want to take this time to thank you for being here, for participating in our service today, both here, present with us, any of you that are online, any of you that are watching later on in the week. You matter to us. We'd also like to thank every single person who helped prepare and coordinate today's service. I believe they are on the screen. So, you know, it takes a village. And the great thing about unity is that village seems to be very abundant with love and willingness to give. So thanks to all the people up on the screen. If you'll stand, and we will do our prayer for protection together. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. We're going to circle up and sing our song.